Welcome to episode 36 or season 2, episode 3 or 4. We don't know. We took last week off. Sorries. John and I are on tour. Paul just started his shows with corn. Gentlemen. Dude, anytime anybody mentions corn to me, even though I'm friends with all those guys, there's an old Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode. Do you remember Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
I remember it. I didn't watch much of it.
So there's every intro of Aqua Teen Hunger Force was this guy named Dr. Weird, and he had this like big like glass thing over his head, and he had this assistant, and there he would always play tricks on his assistant. So anytime, but there was one where he goes, "Gentlemen, behold, corn," and it was just literally a plate of corn. But then it attacked the guy and murdered him. And then there was a second one where he says it again and his assistant goes, "I don't know. Remember last time?" He's like, "Yes, but this time will be different." So now anytime anyone says the name corn, me and my little brother go, "Gentlemen."
What's super just they growing up, I obviously freak on a leash. I remember all the artwork, that kid walking on that stupid Winding Road t-shirts and Hot Topic.
Yeah,
but
hopscotch, but okay.
But whenever I guess you don't realize the pop culture lexicon they're part of, like the legacy they have. I mean, they're very.
Dude, you could say, like, it's so weird because I just finished a week with Korn and System of a Down, and I was taking Ubers when I was in LA to and from the stadium, and it was like, they'd be like, "Oh, what are you guys doing here? This, that." I was like, "Oh, working for these artists, band named Korn and System of a Down." They're like, "Korn?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, everybody knows who Korn or System of a Down is.
Like, my mom would be like, couldn't tell you a song, but she'd be like, "Oh, it's the guy that plays bagpipes, right? The metal band?" Yes. It's just, I don't know what it is about that band, but I've done a couple of shows with them, seen them perform, and it's like they always are like top-notch human beings.
Everybody seemed great. Like I got to meet Brian on this last. I know Ray, and I got to meet Brian on this last one. They're all cool as fuck.
John's super cool. There's like a bunch of crew guys I know. That's you, Matt, the lighting guy. Okay. Really good. I worked with Matt like 20 years ago. He was our lighting guy.
I met Andre. I think it's Head's guitar tech. He seemed really cool.
I think Cyrus is out there doing drums maybe for Ray or something. Okay. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Monkey's not out there touring though, right? Did he take a sabbatical?
No, Monkey's. Fieldy's not.
Fieldy. Yeah.
Fieldy's. Yeah, leave of absence.
That's a whole nother. That's a podcast episode. Yeah. So we were on the. Paul started doing shows last week. Where did you stay in LA? Where did they put you up?
The Hilton Checkers or whatever in downtown. It was nice.
Ugh.
Oh,
downtown LA right now.
Hold on. We come back from the show. I think it was on Friday night or whatever. And one of the drivers is like, "Oh, you guys just missed it." I'm like, "What did we miss?" And the valet guy was like, "Oh, somebody jumped out of their window."
How far up?
Yeah, I was like, "Shut the fuck up!" And he's like, "No, I'm serious. You guys want to see?" He's like, "You guys want to see him?" Like, well, yeah. I was like, "You want to see a dead body?" So we walk around the corner, look up. It's probably only 5 or 6 stories high. I'm like, dude, you bitched out. Dead? No, he just got seriously injured. But it was cool.
Disappointed or what?
I was like, if you're gonna do it, pussy. Like,
that's the thing though. Like, do you really want to die? Like, why wouldn't you go up an extra 2 floors just to make sure?
Go to the fucking roof.
Get to the roof.
Right.
Do it head first. Don't jump feet first. Yeah.
You're gonna be a quitter. Quit.
Quit right.
Don't fucking quit halfway, pussy.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
We're just kidding, everybody. We're not.
Imagine, dude, the last 2 seconds of that jumping.
It's only 2-second drop. It's like.
I was walking outside when I was in the White House past the Treasury and the Hotel Washington. There's a rooftop bar, and a bunch of us heard this thud, and a guy killed himself jumping off from the roof. He climbed over the bar railing, and we heard the thud literally across the street. And it looked like a Gallagher comedy show, like literally blood, body parts.
How tall was that? Like, how high was that?
Oh, it's flat. Like the guy was a pancake. You're not surviving that fall.
Is it? I don't like. Wow.
The guy got drunk, and I guess I don't know if he wanted to die or whatever, but I heard that man fall to his death. It was horrible.
Ugh, that sounds like that's a terrible sound, I bet, to hear from like no matter how far you are. Like, that doesn't sound like it'd be like a good.
What's that Will Ferrell movie where the guy's on the ledge? The other guys?
Oh, the other guys, yeah.
Oh, aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes. What did anyone ever try to we don't ever talk about the fact that, I don't know if any people don't know this, John worked at the White House were you at the White House the whole time?
Yeah.
So all 8 years?
Yeah.
So John was Secret Service and worked at the White House for years. I don't know if we've ever even talked about that on here.
I don't think
did you ever have any like gate crashers? Was there anybody who ever like jumped the fence or anything? Or
No, I mean, Salahi came right through the front door.
Oh yeah. Don't stop her backstage.
Yeah,
though,
don't stop believing in the Salahis.
That's the chick that married Neil Sean now, right?
We just saw her picture backstage at a show because Journey was, where were we? Arizona or some shit. They had a picture of her saying, "Hey, don't stop her." I don't know if it's because she sneaks it everywhere or
Hey, don't stop her.
She's good to go.
Don't stop believing.
Yeah, there's always gate crashers and stuff.
Here's the thing, though. We can't talk about that. I told this story to Kent and John yesterday, but. So, Jonathan Kane, the keyboard player of Journey, and Neil Sean, the guitar player, who are still in the band, 2 of the original members, for a couple of years ago, were publicly like feuding. It says my internet connection's unstable. That's not good.
Sexually
So
unstable.
it says, so they were feuding for a while, and they were doing it like very publicly. Like it was like a big thing. They were on Twitter going back and forth. About Neil would talk about Jonathan Kane trying to take over the band and his wife and all that stuff. So I just retweeted one of the news stories and said, like, you think these guys make this much money and like they could just like talk to each other and like talk it out? That's all I said. I didn't say anything bad. Within 90 seconds, my phone rang with a number that I didn't know, and it was Neil Sean from Journey. Calling my cell phone, going, "Hey Zach, listen, man, I just want to explain to you what's going on." I'm like, dude, we know each other.
You don't need to explain anything to me.
Like we like know each other, but like we don't like know each other. You know what I mean? So I was just like, I don't know how this dude got my phone number. It was just wild, and I was like, dude, I'm like, you got to let people talk shit on Twitter. Like I wasn't even talking shit. I was just saying like, you think you guys could deal with this like out of the public eye?
You're printing money.
You're just. And also, like you're on your like 4th life, dude. Like you've had like 4 singers, and you're still like that band still fucking slays, are so good live.
Yes.
B sells out everywhere they go. So what are you worried about my tweet for? But anyway, he was concerned that I think he just like, he's got a reputation.
Don't
I guess,
you wish though? Like that brings up a good point. Like every time someone tweets something, like whether it's shitty or nice, that person can direct contact them and be like, "Hey man, let's talk this through. Like, do you think we can come to a common ground here?"
Honestly, that's probably the way to do it. But like, I wasn't talking shit. I was just saying like, don't deal with this stuff in public. And like, obviously, he was very concerned about his public image with
it's so
someone
crazy,
else getting
though.
involved.
Like when you're in a band with somebody. I mean, Zach, you can probably agree to. Like you're in a band with somebody for so long. Yeah, I know. But riding separate buses, never seeing each other except for on stage, like separate dressing rooms, separate everything. Like,
yeah, that's weird.
Is that weird? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, now Shinedown, you guys all ride the same bus. Like you guys have a dressing room. Like
we don't have
all
to
together.
anymore.
Like you don't have to, but like I think it's weird bands that don't. Like I know multiple bands that they all have separate dressing rooms. They never ride the same bus together. Like the only time they see each other is rehearsals and on stage.
Yeah, but that's like, here's the thing. I've always said this. I think you can fool some of the people some of the time. You can't fool all the people all the time. Like that. How tight? I think our connection with the fans, how tight we are, comes off on stage.
Super tight.
Super tight.
Yeah.
I think that comes off on stage though. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that people look at us and go, "Oh, these guys actually like each other. They actually get along." Because, dude, like, listen, we're on a tour right now where I kind of backed myself into a corner with this set list on the last run, where I made this set list that, like, I don't know, almost a perfect set list, right? Like, it's got hints of everything in it. And it's all hits.
Now a new song, Planet Zero's in it.
Now Planet Zero's in it. But
that song crushes live, by the way.
Thanks, dude.
Like, legit.
But the band really likes the set list. So, right. So, like, for me, a nomad musically who really likes to, just got off Smith Myers too, right? Who changes up the set list incredibly every single night. To do this set list, I'll be honest, like, if we weren't getting along, I would say, fuck this. Like, because, like the set list to me, I'm not gonna lie, is like, I'm like, all right, I can do this shit in my sleep at this point, because like we've been doing this this has been like the week 8, you know, because we did the 6 weeks before. We're on 2 weeks on this, and it'll all change by the next tour, obviously, because the new record and stuff. But like, if we weren't getting along, like this set list would fucking drive me insane. Like, because we haven't changed it at all. We've moved Planet Zero around a couple times just to kind of see where it fit, but like the core of the set list has stayed the same, and this is the longest we've had the same set list. And it, like, mentally, if we were like that band that had like different dressing rooms and stuff and just walked up on stage, like I would be throwing guitars every night, like, fuck this set list. I'm so mad, but like we make it fun, right? Like, dude, the other night, me and Brett were fucking with each other from the second song in. So on Fly From the Inside, we do this bridge thing where we do like a back and forth singing thing, and I sing in his mic. Dude, I accidentally licked his hand. It was the way he was holding his mic. The way he was holding his mic. And afterwards, I went like that. And there's a picture of it. Hold on, I'll get JR to put the. I'll get JR. No, Sanjay didn't get it. A fan got it. And it is the worst, dude. I'll get JR to put it in here. It's to see other bands like that, like, and honestly, like, I haven't been around as much on this tour. I've flown probably 5 days of this tour.
That sounds about right.
Just the 2 long drives.
Yeah, we had 2 crazy long drives. One was through the mountains in the snow, and I decided to fly. So I've flown a couple times, but like, you know, I still hang out in the dressing room with everybody every day. Like, you know, I just have to break the Groundhog Day monotony, but there's so many bands that do it like that, where they have all separate dressing rooms. I remember the last Motley tour, all separate buses, all separate dressing rooms. The last night of the tour, Tommy had like a big party. No one else in the band was there. It was really weird. Like, I think for bands like that, maybe they're just like, if we're not around each other enough,
we can't cause drama or
there
issues.
won't be any drama, you know?
Yeah. What do you think a shitty gift to get somebody is? Like, a gift that means well, but it's just it's a burden more than anything.
What's the context? Why you give it a gift?
A gift. Any gift. Like, hey, I got you this gift. Like,
I saw this in the store and I thought of you, Paul.
Okay. So I'll give you a pretext. So, and I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, oh, I need to get one of these. And I was like, man, this would be shitty if somebody got this for me, because I'm very particular.
Scale.
Nope. Scale would be just shitty. Like, a wallet. Think about how much of a burden a wallet would be. Like,
yeah, because you never want to switch from your wallet that you have.
If you got a certain amount of cards you have. Yeah. Like, you don't want to. Like,
if you buy another man a wallet, the confidence you have that person's gonna like that gift, you are an alpha male. Like,
correct? Like,
yeah,
I'm like,
that
I was
takes
thinking
balls.
about that. I was like, that's a shitty gift to get somebody. Like,
a belt too, because you don't know how big they are. You don't know how big they are.
And then if they hang themselves with it, oh my god!
Hey, sick belt, thanks.
Right.
Like,
they came with a casket. Yeah, I don't.
What that, like, a wallet would be a shitty gift. I'm like, that's a burden. You just bought me a burden.
Right.
Dude, I can't. You know what? Here's the thing.
I'm stressed.
My manager bought me a Chrome Hearts money clip. That's probably 8 years ago. That's still in the drawer at home because I like my wallet. I have a leather money clip that's a foldable magnetic money clip.
Yep.
It kind of fucks me on hotel days because like I can't put my key next to it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like everybody else can put their key in their wallet, so I have to put it in my back pocket. So if I don't have a back pocket,
is that an urban myth that the phone, your battery in your phone, can cause your card not to work?
No, that's not a myth.
That happens. It's happened to me. I'm like,
here's the thing.
Okay.
But there are hotels that are like, yeah, we have good keys. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yep.
This hotel, it probably wouldn't matter.
Right.
This is a nice place. By the way, every time we do these podcasts, like when we're on the road and we're in my hotel room, it looks like we both slept in this hotel room. I don't know why it feels like that.
I believe it.
But it looks like we just woke up and decided to do the podcast.
You guys do wake and bake when you podcast and fuck.
So, you know what? John and I were going to bring up something because, like, here's the thing. For me, most of the time, and it happened again last night, most of the time in restaurants, my food service experiences are the best, right? I never have issues. Now, my to-go experiences are terrible. There's a running joke in our band that, and poor Aaron, our assistant, my after-show food order has been wrong 20 times more than it has been right.
You're not asking. It's either like no mayo, no weird lettuce, or
I don't ask for crazy shit.
It's
I ask for way more. Like if I get a burger, I'm like, just do it plain.
Okay, and it's spelled out correctly too. Like there's no like weird chicken scratch. Like her handwriting is fine.
I have a question to maybe allure to this answer. When you get a to-go order, how are you tipping?
I tip 30%.
I'm asking because there's a lot of people who are like, well, I'm not getting the full experience. I'm not tipping.
No. If I walk up to a counter that's a counter service, I still tip 30%.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Even though I feel like I don't think I should, because I think like you should only tip like probably 15,
You're
20
not being waited on.
There's no waiter that's doing a job.
Especially the last 2 years. I mean, yes, I do sympathize with that. Yes.
Yeah, especially, listen, people are working hard.
Yes.
Motherfuckers aren't coming in. They're understaffed, so they're working hard. But here's the thing. I'm tipping 30%. If I go up to a counter, I'm still tipping 30% because, like, if I'm going up to a counter, it's not going to be that expensive.
But alluring to the question of maybe they're just so used to people that get to-go orders, like, tipping shitty, that they're like, oh, fuck this person. They're not going to come back and complain.
Okay, but here's the thing. Like, my after-show orders are... I make it easier. Normally, I like a burger with just mustard and pickle, right?
Sure.
I order it plain every time. I'll put the shit on myself on the bus because it's just easier. My shit has been fucked up. This isn't a joke. I mean, 20 times more it's been wrong than it has been right. So my to-go orders, but by the way, also we're ordering $300, $400, $500 worth of food probably.
Yeah.
3-4 buses worth of food. So we're going to tip good.
Yep.
So with that being said, two things. I knew John was going to probably bring this up, but the other day, yesterday, 2 days ago.
Reno.
Yep.
Show day.
Do you want to tell Paul what happened?
So the casino, there's no catering backstage. So they give these meal tickets.
Yep.
And all like each one was $15. We had $45 each, or whatever. And so they give us 4 options, but now the places are open till 5. We got sound check. We got show. Like lines are out the ass there. Place was completely sold out, oversold. And so I'm like, oh, Johnny Rockets is down in the basement. Let's just go to Johnny Rockets. Easy burgers, whatever. We get down there and. We get to sit down really quickly. Nice booth where it feels like we're playing footsie the whole time. Dude,
it's the tightest booth I've ever been.
Like we were kissing, looking over the same menu. And then I order the double bacon.
First off, they won't take our
thing. So it's like
our complimentary like meal tickets. They won't take.
So either way, we'll pay for it. So I order my meal. Comes out fine. So back up. They bring us a plate of fries as an appetizer, even though we already ordered fries with a burger. So that was something different. Because I think she knew she was about to fuck up Zach's order.
Johnny Rockets has always brought fries first, I believe.
Have they?
Yeah, because they usually make the smiley face with the ketchup.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
I've never had that experience. Yeah. That's a gripe for me. And so
I got enough for both of us, buddy.
Zach orders his normal thing, no mayo on the bun. I don't think he ordered cheese at the time, but it was just a double bacon sandwich, ketchup, whatever.
Extra mayo.
This hamburger came back. It looked like literally you walk down a grocery aisle where the vegetables are, give me a slice of every vegetable on this thing, soaked in mayonnaise.
Not just soaked in mayonnaise. So
both sides.
Here's the thing. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm like, I'm hungry. I don't want to deal with this. So the mayo was on the top bun. There was lettuce on it. So I'm like, I took the top bun off. And also didn't have bacon on it. I ordered bacon on it. So I took the top bun off. The mayo hadn't touched the burger at all. So I was like,
so we're safe.
So she came out and she was like, oh, is everything okay? I said, you know what? Honestly, I go, can you just bring me some bacon and a top bun? It's fine. Don't even remake it. It's all good.
Just the top bun.
The burger looked good.
Yeah.
Just bring me the top bun and some bacon. I'm all good. So literally she brings me the bacon and top bun and I go, I'm going to check the bottom bun. Fucking covered in mayo.
Stop it.
Covered in mayo. So I'm like, and then by the way, when she came back the second time to bring me the top bun, I said, hey, can I get some more Sprite? Dude, this chick disappears.
Dr. Pepper.
This chick disappears 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally sitting there, can't eat my burger. So I'm like, this is like the 4th thing to go wrong at this point, right? So finally, get her attention. She comes back over. She's like, blah, 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 I'll remake it. Sorry, blah. Goes, remakes it, brings it back.
No tater tots left. She took the tater tots off the plate.
Oh, did you say you wanted a new burger and no tater tots? Like,
yeah, dude, it was
not only was it wrong, then when she brought it back, fuck your side. You don't get no potatoes, motherfucker.
Oh, but so before that, like we had to go to another guy that came over who was working another table because this woman was literally cooking, sweeping. She was changing the decal on the windows. I mean, I think she was even playing blackjack
with the burger.
Right, and so this tall dude comes over, and we're just like, oh, he walks away. I'm like, oh, thank you, Angel. Just thank you for saving us, dude. And here's the other thing too, and I don't know if this is a gripe, but if you're not sure,
you actually call them a white angel.
I call them a white angel. If you can't remember, stop with the fake confidence. Write down the actual.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Right. Just
There's
take notes.
Nothing wrong with writing them down.
She was so arrogant in her. Oh yeah, yep, got it. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck that up. Yeah, perfect.
I'm gonna fuck that up.
And you know what? That kind of leads to one of my gripes, which was we'll go into gripes later. But that's one of my gripes, which is like, listen, this is my gripe. Cocky fucking waiters, dude. Write the shit down. She didn't write anything down.
I agree.
And then my burger came with half the goddamn garden on it. She didn't write shit down, and I was like, and that happens all the time, right? You can kind of see it if you dine out enough. You can tell, dude, when it's a cocky waiter, and you're like, they're gonna fuck this up.
And then
you can tell, dude.
She gave us 20% off, but here's the thing: I put it right back into her tip because I mean, with the experience was hilarious, but you just kind of like at what point are people held accountable?
Also, you're in fucking Reno. What do you expect?
Tell you what, that after show steak was amazing.
Dude, we had an after show from the steakhouse there. Like, usually if you get after show, it's okay. It was lit. I mean, honestly.
Grand Sierra Resort.
You know me, I'm a steak
filet or what?
No, I got a dry aged ribeye. And it was, I mean, for a post-show meal, top 3 post-show meals I've ever had. Maybe in the top 20 steaks I've ever had. You know, I'm
they
a
actually
steak
cook it
boy.
in cigarette smoke.
That's what it felt like. We'll get to that. That's another
cigarette
gripe, dude,
smoking
about
dead
casinos.
dreams.
Dry aged Marlboro Red.
Dude, that's that's another gripe that comes later, but yeah. Let's talk about how let's talk about Rogan. We got to talk about Rogan because it's
that was in the news, but yeah, okay.
Listen. Let's just do the news now. This will be a long
All right, here.
segment.
Let's do the news and I'll close with that. We'll here's the news, ladies and gentlemen.
Paul reads the news. Paul reads the news.
Yeah.
Oh man. So the Olympics are going on right now. Look at both these motherfuckers on their phones right now.
I type in. This is how I keep track of where JR needs to put stuff.
I was checking for the dream.
I'm over here trying to do a podcast. God damn
it. I set the time clock and then I lap it and then I write down what I need to put in for JR.
Good man. All right, listen. The fucking Olympics are going on right now.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, exactly. Who fucking cares?
Nobody cares about the fucking Olympics anymore, dude. We have social media.
But with COVID going on right now,
it's fucking stupid,
dude. The service that these athletes are getting, like, because they have to stay quarantined almost the entire fucking time they're there. Like
the top male figure skater had to pull out the event mid-event because he tested positive. He's already had it twice. They're doing anal swab testing. They're not allowing fans.
They're doing anal and oral swab testing with the same cue.
It's a fucking joke.
Wasn't there something where they told them to leave their personal cell phones at home too?
It's insane. Not only that, but they're having to stay quarantined, and the food that they're giving them is like straight dog. Like it's like
Fire Festival.
Fire Fest thing. Like here's a couple potatoes and here's a small thing of meat, like and some dry pasta.
Here you go, world-renowned Olympic athlete.
One of the Russian athletes.
Fucking lean cuisine.
Yeah, one of the Russian athletes like took a picture and was like, "I'm fucking miserable. Like I this was my dream forever. I don't even want to fucking be here. Like this is what
Politics has destroyed fucking sports. All this, but I feel so bad for these people who trade their lives in these moments, especially somebody like Shaun White, who's his last Olympics ever, and he's just like, you go out with that, like fuck that country, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not the people, but the president of these people, they have this dictatorship where it's just like, you know what, all this fucking, it's just so stupid. Yeah. Let your people live their lives.
Where are they having the Olympics? In America?
China, I think.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. New Jersey.
Same thing.
Same thing. No diff.
This was funny because I legit lulled at this. Did you see that Billie Eilish stopped a concert the other day?
Yeah, and she kind of shaded Travis Scott.
So did Shinedown the other day in Arizona.
We've stopped 2.
Yeah.
Oh, you stopped the one in Phoenix because of a fight.
We've stopped, dude.
See,
There's been two.
I can
fights this
appreciate
whole
that. You guys paying attention to what's going on in the crowd.
That was Paul's two
also
girlfriends fighting in the crowd.
Yes.
I want to go to corn. I want to go to corn. Take me
down.
Fuck me.
I love it though because Billie Eilish is selling out of stadiums, arenas everywhere, and so she saw somebody who was legit having a breathing asthma attack. It was like, hey, stop. Get her him or her an inhaler, and then fucking proceed to do the show. Same thing you guys did. It's not hard to do.
It is interesting though in the middle of that situation while performing to still do that little dig. Like that takes to have that in the back of your mind that actually already happened in someone else's fucked up show. It's pretty baller. I like that.
I don't know.
I like it. I'm like,
I don't know if I could notice someone having a breathing issue.
Well,
Unless
no, they
they're
were in like the
breathing.
front row, and they were like,
Have you ever had someone have sex in the crowd you saw?
Not that I saw. I have seen people like full on making out, grabbing titty, all that stuff.
I've seen like dudes straight go down the fucking back of a chick's pants. Like
I've seen
just
fingering
up
and
to elbow. Just
I
They
saw
probably shook my hand at a meet and greet.
I saw a blowjob at a Nickelback show in Calgary. But I mean that's Calgary, so
Calgary, dude.
That's Calgary.
Stampede week, baby.
that's
Let's
just
go.
two guys having a good time.
and then Joe Rogan. Okay, so and Zach, you might be a little more knowledgeable about this. So some footage had leaked or aired of Joe Rogan a while back using the N-word.
Yeah, a
lot. And it aired, and a lot of artists were saying, hey, I want to pull my music off Spotify, and a lot of the people on Spotify are like, fuck this, and this isn't okay. And he's one of the highest streaming artists or podcasts on Spotify.
He is podcasting.
He is podcasting.
He's the number one podcast. So a lot of people are pulling their stuff off Spotify. People that work at Spotify are saying they don't want to fucking be there because of this. He released a statement, an apology, stating like it's never okay to say it. I said it way out of fucking context, but it doesn't change the fact that he fucked up and he's taking ownership of it. So, leading us to here now, Zach, how much do you know about this situation?
Well, okay, so this whole thing started, by the way, with Neil Young saying that he wanted to pull his music for misinformation. This is going to be this shit's going to go on for a minute. And so Spotify said, okay, bye. Because here's the thing. They have $100 million, more than that, actually. They keep saying the deal was $100 million. I know for an absolute fact it was more than that. Joe Rogan got paid way more than $100 million.
Oh, yeah.
Just an ad revenue.
Dude, his ad revenue alone is worth more than that, right? So they said, okay, they chose their horse. Neil Young asked to be taken down, so they took him down. Then Joni Mitchell came out and said she wanted to be taken down. Then like NDRE, which I haven't even heard of in 20 fucking years, said she wanted, like, no one listens to your fucking, you stream 8 fucking streams a week. You know what I mean? Like, listen, Neil Young is a bigger deal. So is Joni Mitchell, right? But everyone's like, seeing all these tweets, I'm going to go on forever about this shit. And I would like you guys to come in as well. Here's the thing. Everyone's like, oh, and then someone said the other day, like, oh, if Foo Fighters jump in, Spotify's over. I'm like, motherfucker,
no one cares.
It isn't. If Taylor Swift hops off, give me a call. If Drake hops off, give me a call. Then they're in fucking trouble. But the fucking Foo Fighters, give me a fucking break, dude. I love the Foo Fighters, one of my favorite bands of all time. But they ain't fucking making digs in streaming numbers. They ain't Taylor Swift. They ain't Ariana Grande. People don't realize how people listen to music anymore. Like somebody was like, oh, Neil Young's gone. Spotify's going down. I'm like, motherfucker, I can't name you one motherfucker other than me and like 3 of my friends who listen to Neil Young. Also, I don't have Spotify. So I listen to Apple Music. That's just my personal preference. It's, I've never had Spotify.
But I do have Spotify, and I'm not gonna stop listening to Spotify artists because of Joe Rogan's actions.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, but it's not even about the misinformation. They're just throwing up all these new things now just to go after him. I know the comedian Andrew Schultz put stuff out there. And for me, the irony of all this, these motherfuckers are still out there with R. Kelly, who's raping chicks and all this stuff. All these other artists are abusing women or child pornography shit.
Michael
it's just like
Jackson. Yeah.
You're just like, dude, You're just mad because Joe Rogan has a doctor on there talking about COVID in a way that's not aligned with your beliefs.
Here's the thing,
it's
dude.
It's fucking dumb.
To say that you're going to do something because of misinformation is you're just going with and I fucking hate saying mainstream media and blah, blah, but you're going with a media narrative when you say this. Do you know who spreads more misinformation than anyone? Fucking news outlets.
The media.
Fox News, CNN, fucking MSNBC. Those motherfuckers. Listen.
I love InfoWars, though.
What about the BBC?
The fucking president of the United States almost a year ago today, said, if you get these vaccinations, you will not get COVID. That is a fucking quote. Look it up, motherfuckers, before you say I'm fucking lying. So that's fucking information, and that's the fucking president. Listen, this shit is fucking. Here we go.
Do it.
This shit is theater at this point, dude. It's all fucking theater, man. These guys, I literally sit courtside at Grizzlies games and watch athletes fucking sweat and jump all over each other and then sit on the fucking sideline and put a mask on. I'm like, this is for fucking theater at this point, man. You're literally jumping all over each other, spitting, you're literally touching each other, sweat, all that shit. Then you go to the sideline and go, oh, I'm safe. Are you fucking high, man? This is theater. It is theater at this point. All these other countries are moving away from all these mandates, and they're fucking working. Listen, you weren't allowed to say this shit was the flu when it started, but guess what, motherfucker? It's the flu now.
Delaware and New Jersey, as of today, this coming week, are lifting all mask mandates for students in schools and everything.
You're ruining kids' lives, dude. You're ruining children's lives. You're taking away their social skills. You're taking away everything that they know. Dude, my youngest son is 3 years old, dude. He's only known masks.
That's insane.
He's 3.
That's so nuts.
He's ever since he's had a conscience to know what's going on, someone has a fucking mask on. That is kind of
fucked up. I never realized that. For
it's
2.5 years.
Fucked up. And you know what? Listen, man.
He's seen you and Bethany Kith with a mask on.
100%. Make love with a mask on. Listen, man. Here's where we are.
Social distance.
This is where we are. We are at a place now where it's so divisive to say anything. When this thing started, it was killing people. It's not killing people anymore, man.
Okay. But going back to the Joe Rogan thing.
Okay,
dropping the N-word.
Okay, that was bad. And listen, you're never supposed to say it. I will say this. If you watch that video and you know anything about Rogan, every time he says it, he's telling a story that someone else said.
So I haven't seen it. Is it just spliced?
I haven't seen
stuff?
It's literally everything's out of context.
Okay.
Listen, white people shouldn't say the N-word.
No one should be racist to begin with.
No one.
If you're telling a story and somebody else was saying the N-word, you say, "Oh yeah, they were saying N-word this, N-word that." You don't say the fucking N-word. And you can tell that's what he was saying because he was honestly. If you watch the video, I can tell there's 4 clips where I can tell he's quoting a Richard Pryor bit. Of how he says it, but you still don't say Richard
it.
Pryor is a black,
it's not our word. It's not our word. Now listen, I will say this. I don't like how that word is used as a hostage situation. Any word to me that one group of people can say that another group of people can't say is still a little bit fucked up. But it's not our word. Except
honky, cracker, and all the white phrases.
Give a fuck. Call me a honky. I don't give a shit.
And you can call me a spick or a fucking beaner. I do not care.
Well, that's racist.
Okay, well, fuck you.
You can call me a honky or a fucking cracker. I don't give a fuck. I think it's weird that it's weird that there's one word that's so divisive that one group of people can say that other people can't say. Listen, and I don't want to say it. I think it's a hateful word, no matter who says it. But if a race of people think it's their word and they need to say it, that's fine. I don't care. I think it's a hateful word. I don't say it. It's always sounded dirty to me. When I was younger, I remember, people saying it in they were trying to say it in a nice way. They were trying to use it to describe a person. I had a great aunt who said it to describe waiters at a restaurant, but they were like, oh yeah, and they would say it in the sweetest way ever. And they didn't mean any harm by it. But listen, it was a word used against an entire race of people for so long that it's a fucked up word. And I personally don't think anybody should say it, but that's not my fucking call, right? Mm-hmm. But when it comes to now listen, the Planet of the Apes shit was fucked up. He shouldn't have fucking said it. But listen, man, we're giving these. I've said it on here before. We're giving these people no room for error, right? This shit was 15 fucking years ago.
He who cast the first stone.
You know, that's the thing. I was like, but here's the thing. Yeah, he said it was 15 fucking years ago. When does the statute? Listen, he's not being hateful. The guy, most of the guy's friends are black.
He isn't a racist.
That's the big. That's
he isn't a racist.
That's the biggest thing. And me and Kent talked about this last night because I posted a thing that Andrew Schultz posted, and Kent was like, I mean, I don't know, Planet of the Apes pretty cut and dry. And I'm like, listen, we live in a society now where the only paintbrush is a broad stroke paintbrush, right? Joe Rogan, it couldn't be further from a racist. But we live in this society now where if you say one word, that's what you are.
And the other thing too, where is a comedian draw the line between being funny and just being like? Because his first job is as a comedian. Now, who's to say what's funny or not, or like where do you blur the line between a joke and
you being a white guy saying the N-word?
Right,
like that's where people draw the line.
Who's the white comedian, the heavyset guy that used to who could say it? Ralphie May.
Oh yeah, he would say it all the time.
It's like it's just weird how people get picked and choose how they can. I don't know. It's just. What was us when we talked the other day? That's the most divisive word in the English language.
Yeah, 100%. And it's used as a hostage situation against certain people. You know, like
remember that Kramer bit where he went off the handle?
I mean, that was. Here's the thing. That was said. That wasn't said to be fun. That was said very hateful.
Yeah, like
that would be said very hateful, and that guy was a piece of shit in that moment for saying it. But then again, doesn't make the guy a fucking racist. Saying a word doesn't make someone a racist. Disliking people because of the color of their skin makes you a fucking racist. Joe Rogan's half of his friends are black. Dude's not a racist. Here's the thing though. My favorite part of this is that Neil Young flexed. He called for a dick measuring contest and he had the smallest dick in the room. And so they fucking pulled him. Here's another thing a lot of people don't know. Neil Young doesn't own his fucking music, so he can't make that call. So guess what? I guarantee you this. The company that owns his music will sue him.
You know who owns his catalog?
The same people who have like
Pfizer.
No, Pfizer doesn't own it.
The guy.
Don't be on here fucking Joe Roganing.
Oh boy.
The guy on the Pfizer board owns rights to his music.
He's on the Pfizer board. He has stock in Pfizer. It's not the same thing.
Oh.
But it's still sketchy that you're talking about spray. Here's also, man, like
misinformation.
Let's talk about misinformation for a second. What is misinformation? The news says misinformation every day. The news still calls ivermectin fucking horse medication, which is the dumbest shit ever. Listen, I give my dog Benadryl. Do I take dog pills?
I give John horse tranquilizers.
You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, it's so stupid. Like, to call ivermectin horse medicine. Paul, do you have any pets?
No, I have a child.
Okay. Well, have you ever had pets?
I mean, dogs in the past, yeah.
All right. What did your dogs drink? Like,
what do they drink?
Yeah, what do they drink?
Water?
Okay. Would you drink water on the day? Like the same day? The day they drink water?
Yeah.
So you drink dog water?
I guess so.
You drink dog water? That's fucking disgusting, dude. You're spreading misinformation right now. You drink dog water. You drink dog water. See, that's what I mean. Like, listen, ivermectin is a Nobel Peace Prize winning drug for humans that happens to be in a horse dewormer. Just like I give my dog Benadryl, and I take Benadryl, so I take dog pills. It's fucking stupid, man. And the misinformation thing that bothers me is like. The most misinformation is on the fucking news. Fox, CNN, MSNBC.
Well, that's what everybody's doing. Is just they're sitting on their phones looking at news all day.
And they couldn't cancel Rogan because of they couldn't get Rogan due to the misinformation. He stayed on top. So now they're going with racism. Next, they're going to go with homophobia. Next, they're going to go with transphobia. They're going to try anything because there's an election coming up, and this dude has influence. He's got more influence than any news network in the fucking world, and they don't like it. Also, man, like the dude is on there all the time. His most famous quote is like, "Yo, I'm an idiot who gets to talk to professionals. Like, I don't know anything. I'm asking questions." And like people going, "Well, he said if you're under 18, you shouldn't get vaccinated." That's not what he said. Look at the quote. He said, "If I'm 18 years old, I'm not getting vaccinated." And let's go to the real the real problem here. If you listen to fucking Joe Rogan instead of your doctor, that's natural fucking selection. You died for us to live because you're a fucking idiot.
So to go back to what I was saying, the people that owned Neil Young's music catalog, Blackstone, and Hypnosis Song Management, that the CEO of Blackstone now that owns the music used to be the former chairman and CEO of Pfizer. So now you're looking at going, who's owning what music and why? If it's all about misinformation, the reason why he pulled music is probably that guy, Blackstone Music, who owns him, probably paid him to act up.
Keep my fucking music out of all these fucking COVID bullshit.
And I love Neil Young. I'm super pissed. Just shut up and play your music.
Listen to it on fucking Apple Music.
Also, man, like, here's the thing. That guy wrote so many anti-government songs. Even there's certain songs, dude, where he accuses the government of murdering people, which they did.
So is that all for show? Like, what's the real Neil Young? Please stand up.
You got a guy like Joe Rogan who's questioning the government, and they're going, "Oh, well, hold on." It's like, dude, you wrote songs about the government murdering people. It's just, it's so, rules for
the blurred line.
Rules for thee and not me. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. And it's so fucking stupid. And, anyway, listen. Also, man, like, stop. You have to stop doing this thing that we live in a society now. We're discrediting smart people because we don't like what they have to say, right? Mm-hmm. We are a feelings over facts society. And that's where we are right now. And it's scary because, like, just because fucking Joe Rogan or Jordan Peterson says something and you're like, well, you know what? That's not true. It's like, you know what? Fucking Rebecca from Planned Parenthood, it is the assistant manager. It is true. Just because you don't fucking like it doesn't mean it's not true. Stop trying to discredit smart people because you don't like what they have to say, even though what they say is based in fact. We don't like it because that's how it makes us feel.
Yeah, you asked me, can I see your PhD? Like, oh, no, I don't have one. Then shut the fuck up.
It's science and fact when it's convenient for you. It's so disheartening because there's a lot of people I disagree with, but fuck, man, they're not wrong. I just don't want to. You're just like, I accept it.
Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion. That's the fucking beautiful. It's a beautiful, but it's a fucking terrible thing.
No, you're not.
We're all experts in our own opinion.
You're not allowed to have your own opinion anymore.
Yeah, you're not like, it's like, God damn, man. Like,
you can't have your own opinion anymore. If your opinion goes against a narrative, I sound like I have a fucking tinfoil hat. Here's the thing, though, man. All the shit that we thought was fucking, we would get called fucking, or people would get called conspiracy theorists for, are now
Show me your
becoming
papers
true.
And all this shit.
Are now becoming true.
We were at a restaurant last night. The pizza place. Hey, we need to see your papers and ID. And I'm just like,
movie theater. We had to show our Vax card to go see a movie last night. But here's the thing, dude. Imagine living in a society
pathetic
where they mention aliens and we just ignore it.
They released right because people are too hopped up.
Remember motherfuckers who talked about aliens when we were kids? And like, you fucking tinfoil hat wearing motherfucker, you don't know shit. And then the government was crazy. Then the government waited till there was a global pandemic and it took over every news outlet to be like, and we're signing off tonight. And by the way, aliens are real. See you guys tomorrow. You're like, hold on, what?
Wait a second, yeah.
They mentioned aliens and nobody fucking gave a shit. No one gave a fuck, dude.
No. They're like, yeah, but are they wearing masks?
Yeah. Do they have COVID? I don't know. You know
Did they bring it here?
Yeah, like, I don't understand. Like, listen, a year ago, if you said that that this virus was made in a lab, you were called A racist, and B, you would get deleted off social media. Your social media accounts would be deleted. Now we 99.9% know that this was created in a lab. Every government agency is saying it came from a lab.
If aliens came down here, you think they're going to do the Rogan podcast?
I hope so.
He'd be the only one to do it.
I hope so. Do you think aliens are going to come here and wear masks? They're like, fuck you guys. We ain't wearing no masks, dude. We've been hiding forever. Yeah. I'm showing my goddamn face if I come down, baby.
Not to change the subject, but I had this thought last night. Has there ever been someone who has put their flaccid penis in the neck of a glass bottle and gotten hard inside the glass? Could you, or would the pressure be too immense?
First off, whose dick's fitting inside of a glass bottle?
Well,
Mine's not.
after watching Jackass smash a penis, I got me thinking last night.
Was it good?
Fucking great.
Dude.
So
I'm gonna have to
good.
go. I'm gonna go see it this week.
But could you get hard?
No. You
No,
could.
man.
You can get hard anywhere.
Yo, you can get hard anywhere. Title of this podcast. You can get hard anywhere.
Get hard anywhere. I didn't mean to name the podcast this week.
You just did. So good job. No, John, answer your question. I don't think so.
I was just curious.
What? Time out. What were you doing laying there and you're just like,
Well, we just watched
I wonder.
Jackass.
There's a lot of. Here's the thing. Jackass relied on a lot of dicks and animals in this one. And here's why
how have
I
they
think.
not been canceled?
Here's why I think, because they can't go out in public anymore. So if you notice, they're at like Knoxville's house
Yes.
a lot. They're like at people's houses on the cast.
How
Because
have they not been canceled?
Because
if you're trying to
they
cancel
have
everybody,
every
like,
walk of life: male, female, black,
Yeah.
woman, Asian,
Gay,
heavy,
straight.
skinny.
Yeah.
Like their new cast of people they brought on the show blended in so perfect. It was a really cool, almost like a throwback / homage to the future. But they're not. What are they? I mean, you have PETA. I guess was angry at some stunts and stuff. But you know
when
what,
are they
man?
not?
Fuck, man. Those animals are getting treated like royalty. They're in craft services with the actors.
this will be the last news thing. Did you guys see that Khloe Kardashian picture with her hand?
Oh, it looked like osprey talons.
Where it looked like the Crypt Keeper. It was a really bad Photoshop.
Wait, was it a Photoshop or photo?
No, it was a photo, but that you could tell it's Photoshop because of her eyes. Her face is a different color than her hand, and her hand looked like the first time you see the alien
Nosferatu.
signs. Yeah, it looked like Nosferatu. It looked like a Dracula hand. I'll get JR to put a picture in there, dude. It was so creepy, and then dude, people were just roasting her hand. I felt so bad, but you should know, like, you literally, all those girls Photoshop every pic before they post it. They have a Photoshop person on staff, or like they send them their cell phone pics. The person Photoshops them and they post them. That is how that family works. I can tell you in confidence. Are you looking it up right now?
Oh yeah.
Look it up. Hold on. I'll tell you where it is.
It's fascinating. Imagine that thing just
That's a big hand. I mean, like,
imagine that shit just gripping you and just tearing you up.
Dude, you imagine like getting up from your bed and then like
seeing that she would
under
tear you
your
up
bed?
like pulled pork hooks.
Did she delete the post? No, she didn't. Okay. It's hold on. Are you on her page?
no, I'm on just the internet looking up Khloe Kardashian.
If you're on you don't have Instagram right now, right?
Oh,
Loser.
yeah.
It's this picture of her hands. It's just a weird.
Yeah. No, I know.
It looks so weird. Anyway, there you go. That's my last news thing. People were roasting her on it, and then I don't know. You have a Photoshop person, right? Like, what do you?
That's
you know
making
what
my
I mean?
hog look real small if that's wrapped around. You know what I'm saying? Like, that fucker's.
Oh, she's
Long
bringing your
hands.
hog to the rest of her osprey nest just to eat the rest of that Johnson.
All right, what do you want to do next? You want to do gripes?
Whatever.
I got a lot of them. All right.
You better watch out. You better be nice, or you might find yourself in Zach's gripes.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do a rapid fire gripes. Let's hear it.
All right, okay, but
And then we'll chime in.
yeah,
No
but you
time
guys-
to breathe.
You guys chime in then, because all right. Okay, first off, fuck American Airlines. When I was flying out here, I always fly. First off, when I fly
Fuck
out,
airline- no,
fuck
fuck
airlines. In
airlines,
general. But
period.
Delta hooked me up. So this normally when I leave home, what I do is I get to the airport an hour before my flight leaves. 1 hour before my flight leaves is when I get there. So I got like 30 minutes before it boards when I get there. I show up. I have 3 bags. I flew on rehearsal day, not the smartest thing. Everyone else flew in the day before me, but I wanted to stay home with the kids. So get up, fly, get to the airport. And first off, the guy was rude as fuck at the American Airlines counter because fuck American Airlines. That's why I like Delta. And I go, yeah, I'm checking 3 bags. He goes, where are you going? I said, Riverside through, I think I was going through Dallas.
Ontario.
Ontario, California.
Yeah,
Yeah,
through Dallas.
Through Dallas or whatever. So he goes, oh, it's too late to check your bags. I go, dude, my plane leaves in an hour. This is a small airport.
Right,
what do you mean?
It's Memphis. Like, there's no gate security. Just walk in.
We don't even need TSA pre-check. There's just a dude named Larry sitting there being like, "What's your name?" Like, all right, go ahead.
This is my
He's
plane
writing
now.
that shit on your bag.
Yeah. So the guy's like, "You can't." I go, dude. I have checked into this airport when my plane was boarding in 2 minutes and checked my bags. This is not a thing that's happening right now. It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm already in a fucking bad mood. Put my fucking bags on the plane. I start getting fucking wild. Like some people in blue shirts start kind of standing around just to wait to see what unfolds. And I'm like, dude.
But like an hour before your flight, and there's not enough time?
30 minutes before the flight boarded. He goes, no, there's not enough time to get your bags. I go, dude, you better put these bags on that plane. I said, I'll tell you what, fly them on the later flight, but I'm getting on this flight. He's like, no, you can't fly without your bags. I go,
who said that rule?
When did that rule happen?
because in case there's a bomb or something, they want you to die.
How many times
too,
have they lost your bags and they're like, oh, nope, he's not on that plane.
You flew without him now, yeah.
When it's convenient for you.
When it's convenient for you. That's what I'm saying. Like, fuck American Airlines, first off. I hope they fucking, hope they fucking go out of
fuck
business.
American, but fuck airlines, yes.
So I was like, all right, well, whatever. And then I call Kathy at 5:30 in the morning, and I'm like, hey, this is happening. She's like, hold on. Then next thing you know, that guy disappears. Another lady comes out and goes, hey, our flight to Ontario through Salt Lake City is late. So you can get on that if you want. I'm like, that would be great. She's like,
why did that guy just say at the beginning?
Because he was a dickhead.
It's late.
He was a
but you
dickhead.
still can't take your bags.
So she goes, but your first flight, you won't be in first class. I go, I don't care. I was like, if there's a window available, that'd be great, but I don't have to be in first class. Second flight, you're in first class. Whatever, fine. Then Kathy goes, you know what? Fuck this. Go over to Delta. I go over to Delta, a flight that was leaving before my American flight. Walk over, go to the Sky Priority lane, check all three of my bags,
right.
Get on the fucking flight, no issues. So fuck American Airlines.
Is it an airline rule then? It's so weird.
I think it changed. Somebody said it recently because of COVID. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Here's the thing. I like
COVID
getting
changes?
there. Barry likes getting there 2 days before a flight.
Dude.
I like getting there a couple hours just to, God forbid something happens. But we flew out of that Memphis flight, me, you, and Brent for Smith and Myers last year. Dude, we literally walked on the plane from the fucking rental car. I think that's you guys are good.
That was Memphis, though. I mean, they don't.
Here's the thing, though. Like, it's like, just also, like, be nice about it.
The Memphis American Airlines planes have just screened windows. Like,
you know, here's another fucking gripe.
Hey, you want some fucking Kool-Aid or what? Like,
here's another gripe.
Kool-Aid.
Here's another airplane.
It's all just dudes from the South.
Yeah.
Just people from the South. It's like, we got some, grits. We got some crawfish.
You asked for country time. You asked for lemonade. They bring you country time lemonade in a package with a bottle of water.
Here you go. Make it your fucking self. Like,
it's Zach Hansen on the label. It's the Hansen brand
Zach
lemonade.
Hansen's in snorting pixie sticks in the bathroom.
Oh my God. All right, here's another plane gripe. If you're flying early in the morning, shut your fucking goddamn window, you fucking asshole.
Oh, the people that look out.
The one fucking dude, man, got his window shade up. Everyone else is asleep. All the lights are out, planes out. But no, this dude's never seen Mississippi before. Shut your fucking window, dude.
Look, honey, the tarmac. Oh,
shut your fucking
listen, if I was flying into Memphis, I would be kind of curious of what that place looks like, too.
Hey, fuck you.
Look, honey, this is where they filmed Armageddon.
They're like, oh my God, we had Hezbollah? They're like,
dude, Arizona looks like fucking Iraq, and I've been to both. So, motherfucker, I don't want to hear shit.
Not wrong.
If you're flying over Arizona and you're flying over Kuwait, you could be like, yeah, same. It doesn't fucking matter.
That's why you just gotta fly out of Scogan's airport, and you're all.
I just fly on. Scogan has a tarmac at his house.
Yeah, at his house.
just fly private out of Scogan's house. Straight. You're fucking.
What is this?
Up.
What amateur hour is it?
Hey, what's up, Charlie?
Oh, it's Charlie. Where's my elephants at, Charlie?
What's up?
I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, well, I'll keep going with the gripes. Baggage claim people. Knock it off. If I'm standing 5 feet from the baggage claim thing, that's the appropriate distance to stand.
Why do people stand when the carousel comes down and people are like the first one to be right there? I'm like, bro, back up. Or when you're standing there and somebody like comes and stands right in front of you, I'm like, yo, like fuck off. If you see a bag come down, walk up and get it.
I took a picture of it. I was standing 5 feet away from the baggage claim. I wasn't right by the door where the shit comes out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm 5 feet away. I'm just sitting there. I'm just waiting. Whatever. Sitting there. A dude comes up with like a fucking, try and take it fucking hat on. You know what I mean? Like bullshit. Yeah. Stands right in front of me. John's outside waiting for me at baggage claim. I'm like, I'm going to murder this fucking dude. I actually think I sent John the picture of the guy standing there. And then other people just start getting in front of me. I'm 5 feet away from it. And they tuck in. I'm like, dude, that's so fucking rude, man, to do that shit.
People are just so selfish when it comes to that shit. Mm-hmm. Super selfish.
Yep.
I'll just do one more. I'll do two more. Fuck small cups at restaurants. I drink really fast when I eat. So like the small cup thing, do you know what I mean? Just like don't.
And why create more work for yourself too as a waitress? Like, fill it up with Sprite.
Like, give me a big cup. Like small, like tiny little cups. I'm like, dude, you're gonna get 1,100 steps in just from walking to give me like this.
A big cup. A real big cup.
A big
what? A huge fleshlight filled with Fresca. What? Yeah, dude.
Shit's annoying. Get bigger cups, man. Also, stop walking 4 wide on sidewalks or moving walkways or whatever, and then getting an attitude with people when they fucking walk by you because you're blocking the whole goddamn
right.
Dude, the moving walkway.
People's social awareness. There's none. There is none.
I never take the moving walkways because I like to fucking not be a fat piece of shit. So I
do.
So, but like, if I'm in a hurry,
I'll get on the moving walkway while I'm walking.
I was in a hurry on that flight, so like I took the moving walkway. There's people just fucking 4 wide, dude.
So having conversations staggered out. You can't walk in the standing.
I'm like, hey, excuse me. Can I get through this? Can I get through this labyrinth of lazy labyrinth? Just so I can.
It's just disgusting. People laying down, everywhere. Eating fries off the belt. It's just foul.
You can get hard anywhere, dude.
You can get hard anywhere.
All right, John, what do you got for us, buddy?
John the Shaman, keeping you on track. All you gotta do is touch his big old sack of mail.
Oh man, this is the best batch we've ever gotten.
Oh my god!
Wow!
I'm
what did we talk on the last podcast? Because I'm like, what did we like?
Anytime we skip a week, I never know.
A question for us.
Oh,
from a female,
from a lady.
My friend and I were curious about the commando guys. If you go commando, what do you do with your dick when you're wearing jeans or dress pants? I'm assuming shorts are not an issue due to the roominess. Tuck it to the left, tuck it to the right, tuck it to your stomach, under tuck it, something not stated here. I feel that if you tuck it to your stomach, you would totally get fabric burn, since there's nothing to protect your penis from the fabric of the jeans. Same with undertucked. Wouldn't the seam rub you the absolute wrong way? Also, if you go commando, do you also manscape? I feel it would be super sweaty and kind of disgusting in the summer, especially if you wear tighter pants. Thanks so much for the podcast, for answering our questions, just being there for us. Hope you answer this. I'm bugging me and my friend. Cheers.
There was a lot of thought going into that question.
Super aggressive, and I'm into it.
All right, let's all answer the question. Do any of us ever go commando?
Yeah,
I don't.
I do.
I don't know when maybe.
I used to all the time in the winter.
Ooh,
I never did it in the summer because that's when you get,
But why in the winter?
If you're wearing comfortable underwear, though, I don't know why you need to.
But now I've found really comfortable underwear, so I don't do it a lot anymore. I'm a commando right now because I have sweatpants on, but
because John's there.
Because sweatpant deal.
We just woke up in our bed together.
Yeah, we actually were sleeping in the same pair of sweatpants.
We like one of our legs to be naked, so we both put our left leg
in the leg.
We do 3-legged man races down the hallway.
I'll tell you this, ladies, for those who asked. Guys only uptuck if you have a boner and you have sweatpants on. That's when
and you get to come in your own belly button. You get hard anywhere. What?
That was like a John comment.
Yeah, but have you done that? Oh,
Bullshit. You don't
Bullshit.
say that unless you've done
It's
it.
off of fucking. It's off Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Fucking
sure.
what's his
I've
name?
seen
that's
Jonah
how
Hill says
Paul
it.
makes his fajita sauce.
I've seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall like so many times.
Okay, it's in there. I promise.
No, you just come in your own belly button, you fucking weirdo.
Do you think anyone that can tuck that down?
I think I go to the left. I would go to the left.
If
Do you
I
have a
went commando, I'd go
natural?
left.
Do you have a natural left or right hook down there? Like, what do you?
No, mine's straight as an arrow.
Right.
Just a.
It's
Dude,
quiver.
here's the
That's
thing.
flesh quiver.
Here's the thing. Shout out to the doctor who did my circumcision because mine it's pretty. All dicks are ugly, right? Like, can we agree
All
on that?
dicks are ugly, but
all
yes.
dicks are ugly, but in the way of dicks, mine is like a mine.
You
is
got a good-looking dick.
I got a good looking dick.
Good.
It's not fucking weird. There's no weird veins.
My dick's not bad looking. Yeah.
Good. Shout out. It wears a
John,
sombrero probably.
What's your man?
sometimes.
It does for sure.
Your dick has
My
a
dick
fucking.
has it has a Fu Manchu
Paul doesn't-
mustache just around my dick.
Paul doesn't wear condoms. He just wears dicks and flannels with the top button on his dick.
Just over my dick. That's all.
Looks like a cape to Grover.
Hey, that's a great product idea. Just
Your
a
dick has the
flannel
Trejo
for your
tattoo
dick.
on it.
Dick flannels,
Your
dude.
dick has the Selena tattoo on it.
Salinas. Anything for Salinas.
Cheech Marin.
Dicks and dick flannels.
What was your question?
How
I
do
don't
you
fucking know.
how do you tuck your?
Yeah, what do you? How are you tucking your dick? What's your manscape situation look like?
Can we talk about manscaping real quick though? How do you manscape? Do you manscape?
Yeah.
You
I
don't,
feel
do
like
you?
John's manscape is on his face right there.
Yeah,
I
don't
know.
think
I
you-
shave.
Whatever you see up here is what's going on down there for John at all times.
I would never grow what looks like the jungle sea from Predator anywhere near my penis.
So what I do is I do electric on the field, the field of play, and then I do a regular razor on the game balls.
I'll do full regular razor.
The old, Regular
I can't do
razor
that
on
'cause-
balls, little base of shaft.
Regular
But then
razor on
electrically,
balls.
Yeah, electric razor on
The field
base.
of play is electric.
Field of
Yeah.
play. Yeah.
Do you ever do the hand scissors?
just a good trim.
Because I used to do the regular razor on everything. I'd trim it with the electric, and then like if it got too out of hand, if I went,
I'm like a 0, maybe 1
Zero
high and
guard.
Yeah, with a high and
Fade,
tight.
a fade.
because I learned.
You do a bowl cut.
I learned when I shaved it all the way, it wasn't great. Hold on, here, let's ask my wife. She's calling. Hi, you're on the podcast.
No.
Hey, question.
No.
Do you like it when men manscape? Do you like it better like if on the field of play, if it's shaved like with a regular razor or just like an electric razor, like where it leaves like a little bit of stubble?
It doesn't have to be Zach either.
Any man that you're with.
Oh, any one of them?
Yeah, any one of them.
Currently?
What is your
Who's the popsicle guy? Tell us about the popsicle guy.
what is your manscaping preference? Shaved all the way or like leave a little bit?
Listen, when I want some, I just want it. I don't care what.
She doesn't. She's true. She doesn't really care.
She's like, just
But
give me
she
that hog.
but she'll always straighten up though. Like if she knows it's gonna go down, she'll
Straighten you up?
You like?
Yeah, shout out.
Do you ever shave your husband?
Yeah, has she ever shaved you?
No,
If you didn't care, I wouldn't really.
she said if I didn't care about it, you could leave like a little landing strip though. I'd be down with that.
Ugh, I have to go.
All right,
Can
bye.
women
I
grow
gotta
hair?
go.
Have you ever been with a woman that has like hairy tits?
No,
I don't think I've ever seen a hairy titted woman. Have you?
no,
No.
Women don't grow
I
hair
don't
on their
want to.
titties.
John, let me see
As far
them
as I know.
titties.
As far as I know.
No. No.
Fascinating.
All right, what's next? What do you got?
Fascinating.
Okay, another female. Oh, a new female. That new first time listener.
Okay.
Oh,
So all these
sorry.
other
She
people are
came in-
repeaters
she
all the
came-
time?
What's that?
All these other people you always quote
No,
are
but
repeaters?
I know this name because she says she found us from the Hanson podcast.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm sharing the story on behalf of my friend. He gave me permission to share this. Jesus. My friend and I were on a walk along this canal in our town. There are always a ton of ducks in the canal, so he decides to share with me that how ducks have corkscrew-shaped penises.
I knew this was going somewhere.
Odd
weird.
conversation topic, but all right. He proceeds to Google pictures of duck dicks on his phone to prove his point. The next morning, I get a text from him that says in all caps, "Oh my god, I forgot to close out the duck dicks." He had a first date. He had a first date the previous evening with a girl he really liked. And he went to look something up on his phone. The duck dicks popped up on a screen, and he showed he was looking, and she was looking over his shoulder. Needless to say, there was no second date. Love the podcast. Thanks for the laughs.
This is our favorite email we've ever gotten.
Ever. First of all, I just looked up duck dicks because I didn't know what they looked like. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like lip
Did you
balm.
Google duck dicks?
Just look up duck dicks and then look at the images.
That's
Creepy
a great
looking.
topic, though. Where have you ever been?
I can't wait to be on the same fucking watch list as you now. This is good.
I've jumped into a car with people.
Welcome.
I've jumped into a car with people, and people have plugged in their phone or like hooked their phone hooked up to the car, whatever, and you hear porn playing. But there's been times where someone's near you.
There's a duck dick earring.
Someone's near you, and you're like, you pull up your laptop or your phone or your iPad, and it's like you just pray that the first screen you'd open up is some weird Google
Some
search.
news or whatever. Yeah. Woo.
Dude, well, I can't say who it was. Well, there was like a time where I would every
Give it time, he'll drop the name, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
A group of people had to get into a car to go somewhere, and we'd do it kind of at the same time every morning. And for one day, get in the car, and the person driving was hooked up to the Bluetooth for the GPS, and they got in the car, and as soon as they turned the car on, it was just like like straight up porn blaring through the Bluetooth, right? Then the second day, the same shit happened. Like they didn't learn their lesson the first time.
I'm always like terrified, like when you connect to like a Bluetooth device, or you don't realize you're connected to a Bluetooth device,
dude.
like a speaker. You're just like, oh god, like what did I do?
Oh man, horror! That's horrifying, dude.
Jesus.
It's terrifying. They'll do duck dicks. How do they get that? How do you get that in there?
You corkscrew it. They just got to turn around and get it.
From what I've researched,
Spin in.
it's almost like when you put a key into a lock to turn it. It fits that perfect like.
Perfect
So what
vagina.
do duck vaginas look like?
Just a. Ugh.
What was that, a question or just a great story? Because that was incredible.
No,
Now
just a
she's going
story.
to share a story with us. I'm glad.
I love that story.
Right.
That's my favorite email we've ever gotten.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's a question for us. You have the task of getting the cashier at a store to give you a weird, dirty look. What 3 things are you buying for the grocery store to get that look?
Oh
So I
man,
assume-
I'm buying duct tape, black trash bags, and like a saw.
Bleach.
Bleach. There you go. You know you're gonna get somebody be like, "What in the fuck is this dude doing?"
Imagine if you got like a thing of Vaseline,
A jackhammer, condoms, and lube.
Like
a tube of Vaseline, a roast turkey, and like maybe like an
knew
egg.
he was gonna win
like
this.
Like an eggplant or like something like long. And you just what the fuck?
You knew he was going to win this one.
Do you guys have coupons here? Or?
I got 2 turkeys, buy one get one.
Sir, the turkeys are buy one, get one. Oh, no, I just need the one. I'm not eating this thing.
I'm gonna eat one of them. The other one.
God bless.
My Google searches are now Khloe Kardashian hands and dick
Dick
duck
ducks.
dicks.
All right, here's a from a male. This is a bad dating story he'd like us to discuss.
Oh, we did ask for bad dating stories. That's right.
Yes. I was a 20-year-old having fun and dating around a little bit. I met this girl named Sylvie through a mutual friend and asked her to hang out. I worked overnight, so I went and picked her up in the morning and had planned on spending the day together, and she was to stay the night. So I picked her up and we both went back to my apartment to go back to sleep since I hadn't been asleep yet. She quickly went back to sleep, but I couldn't get over this nauseating smell. I'm like, dude, I know I've smelled the smell before. After laying there some more, I realized the smell is coming from Sylvia. She reeked of bologna. I laid there and tried to figure out how I could ditch this girl without telling her she smelled like bologna. So I had my sister call me and let it ring twice, so I hang up, which I faked an emergency call from work. I dropped her back off and went to hung out with my ex instead. Love the laughs. Keep up the entertainment. That smell.
What's your ex smell like?
Yeah, what is the ex smell? You know what?
Pinata.
That's rough.
I had an ex-girlfriend who was really hot but that like for some reason it didn't smell like bologna, but it
clam bake.
It didn't smell good, right? And here's what I found lately. I've talked to a doctor friend of mine told me that's a pH thing, and there's like a pill you can take to reverse that. Like it doesn't. So anyway, here's what you do when that situation. Like if you do the V, right? So if you're getting like you're making out with a girl, right, and then you start like kissing down, right, blah blah, blah, and then you get to the belly button and you're like, huh. There's something's going on here. You just do like the V. You just kiss both inner thighs and you just come back up the other side, dude. You're like, you don't mess with that, dude.
Yeah.
That doesn't leave the outside of your nose forever. Dude,
that leaves you going to the doctor the next day to get tested.
Dude, my very first drummer. Hold on, let's see who this is called. Who is that?
Hey, what's up?
I don't know what's going on right now.
Should we put him on the podcast?
Yep.
Yeah, we should. I gotta figure out if I can keep talking or not. I don't know. This could be the president of the United States, dude. Could have heard about what we were talking shit about him.
It's like, you guys are about to deep reach.
Yeah, we'll get done.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Long pause.
Oh, here, I'll give you a fun story. I live in the ghetto. I live in the hood. Not ghetto, but I live in the hood. My fucking license plate got stolen, bro.
You think that you know, this podcast pays you enough where you could like live wherever you want.
You would think so.
I got you.
No.
Can we start getting paid for this podcast?
How are you?
We get paid for this podcast.
We get royalties. It's like 50 cents a piece.
That'd be great, dude. Move out of the ghetto with that.
Yeah, my fucking license plate got stolen. And I was like...
Did you feel all right?
That means they're going to go commit a murder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's believable.
With your license plate.
With my license plate. When they kill somebody with my license plate.
I get you. I got it.
Come put it back on.
Happens.
They're going to come put it back on the car.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
A side note, I had to go down to the fucking MVD. Hold on. I'll wait until he's done.
Uh-oh. That didn't sound good.
So...
What were
John,
like someone might have COVID.
My license, oh god, my license plate got stolen because I live in the fucking hood. Yep. But side note, I got I had to go to the MVD to get a new one. I was in and out of the MVD in 15 minutes.
You mean the DMV?
Yeah, what
they call it? They call it MVD here.
That's stupid.
I know.
It's called the fucking DMV, literally everywhere.
DMV. Arizona does everything backwards. But listen, I was in and out in 15 minutes because everybody does everything online. And you have to make appointments. I walked in that bitch, got in line, got my fucking new plates, and walked right out.
I mean...
How did we get... I know you had to take a phone call, but how did we get to this from the vagina smell?
I don't know. We can go back to the vagina smell. My first drummer, he was at a strip club one night. And then, you know, like... There's at the original Platinum Plus, which was like one of the most famous strip clubs in the world. It was in Memphis. There was no pole on the main stage, no pole, but they had rails where you could walk up. It was like a circle in the center, and there was like 3 rails where the strippers walk up. So you know, this one chick, he goes up to tip. This one chick puts her hands on the rails and then wraps her legs around his head, and obviously like pushes him in. Dude, he walked up back from there, and all of us were like, oh my God, dude, his nose smelled so bad from this chick that his girlfriend at the time took whiskey out of her shot glass and rubbed it on his nose to get rid of the smell. That's a true story.
This is probably going to be the most foul thing I've ever said on this podcast.
I highly fucking doubt it. And if it is, this will be the last episode.
No, if he briefed us, it's going to be bad.
Oh my God.
Man, it's fuck. There was a time when I was with this girl, and this is years ago. This is last night. No, this is years ago.
Long time ago. Long time ago.
I was going down on her, and
just the way he said that was foul.
I feel gross listening to John talk about his sex life.
Before I started, I looked down. Well, I'm already down there, but I kind of just took a little gaze, and
you're like, I didn't ask for crash.
This is gonna be the grossest. I can't even say it. It's so foul. I saw what looked like my best friend. We have this inside joke every time, whatever. But it was a
no. Every time what?
It was a period loogie.
Oh,
and it had the texture of mucus, but like the end of the drop, it was really a little red, and I couldn't. And I played off like it didn't distract me or freak me out because it was like one of the first times, and I did like the V thing where I was kind of like I need to like kind of leave here, but yeah. So every time I do that, I'm very cognizant of I don't want to see a period loogie. It looked like a snot rocket.
Give me full blood or nothing at all kind of things. Is that what you're saying, John?
It looked like a red snot rocket. And it was like, the way it creeped out. I was just like, man,
all right,
I
can't. All right.
But yeah, anyway, that's
ladies. Let's just can we all agree on something? Ladies, if it's that time of the month, just say, hey, Shark Week. Give me some kind of indicator, like not a good time.
Yeah, put Discovery Channel on and we'll watch.
Don't leave
scared.
me. I ain't scared either. But it's either all or nothing.
All right, listen. I'll tell you something though. I'll tell you something. Here's the biggest misconception with periods, right? And guys going down there. Here, I'm about to. Every lady who listens to this podcast. I don't
like the smell.
The smell is metallic.
That's me. I know. It's like pennies. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, it's iron.
I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind. It's a very natural thing. I just don't like the smell.
I'll tell you this though. I'm gonna tell you this. Women across the world are about to thank me, and men are going to thank me too. Hopefully, here's the thing about women and when that's going on, and why. And men get scared and go, "I'm not fucking going down there." The truth is, and this is going to be the breaking news of the world for most men. When you go down there, nothing you need to fuck with is in there. Mm-hmm. Thank you,
right
Paul.
On top.
Paul knows what I'm talking about.
Hang out on top.
Paul's appreciated by women now.
Hang out on top.
It's all outside of there, dude. Everything you need to fuck with is on the outside.
There's this little spot right at the top. Spot.
But guess what?
Little spot.
You me and like 4 other motherfuckers know where it is, Paul, because no one else does, according to anyone I've ever talked to. Dude. Any girl I've ever talked to about it, yeah, they can't find that shit. It's on the outside, fellas. It's on the outside. Yeah. Nothing you need to fuck with is anywhere near where blood is.
Give a little nibble on the top, a little bit of humming, little tongue action. You're golden,
dude. Never.
What if it was scabbed over? No.
Go ahead, Zach. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna give away my techniques, bro. I can't.
Oh shit!
My wife would not like. I can't give away my technique, bro. It should be.
Paul, what if it was scabbed over? Do you break the crust?
Dry blood? You just go back to your house to shower and it's just dry blood. Nope.
You take a sander to it.
Stop, dude.
You got anything else?
No, that's good. I'm good.
All right. Well, that was episode whatever.
Yo, send us your worst sexual experiences that ever happened your worst oral sexual experiences to the email suplifeadvice@gmail.com. John, what's the email?
suplifeadvice@gmail.com.
Paul, I know you don't want to, but give him the email.
suplifeadvice@gmail.com.
Thank you very much. We are going to do new merch soon. We're working on it right now. We've been getting a lot of requests.
This is your episode of Get Hard Anywhere, ladies and gentlemen.
You can get hard anywhere, guys. Once
or
again,
girls.
Please like and subscribe to the podcast.
Or don't.
That's how we know that you listen to it. Or don't, honestly. Yeah. So follow us on YouTube. Subscribe. To smash that like button.
Wait, hold on. Is getting hard the equivalent to girls getting wet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Girls, can you get wet anywhere? Guys, we know you can get hard anywhere. So.
Yeah.
Girls, answer this question for us.
Depending on the age. As I get older, it doesn't get hard when the wind blows like it used to. You know, you gotta think about stuff.
Unless it's some guy blowing the wind on you.
Yeah.
As always, from Polly to Molly, myself, John, send us your life advice. Send us your sexual stories. Next week, that's what we want to do. Let's do worst sexual experiences or oral sexual experience.
Oh, God. You go down there just eating a fucking shrimp tapia. Fajita.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, smash that subscribe button, like button, follow us on YouTube, follow us on all your streaming services. We are the Seemingly Unknown Podcast. For John Guarnieri, Polly Tamale, and myself, we will see you next week, you fucking nerds. Thanks for listening.